Hey guys, so today's video, there's Dutchy. Today's video is a simple unboxing of a new package we got in from FedEx, and it's something special. It's there's multiple nicknames for it, but I like to call it a blueberry. It's the white gold Submariner with the blue bezel, the new reference with the black dial. Some people call it the Cookie Monster. Others call it the blue Smurf, black Smurf, which is kind of strange. And then others just call it white gold Submariner. I call it the blueberry though, so I'll be referring to it as the blueberry. This particular model is unworn and therefore basically brand new. So don't use knives, but gotta use a knife to open it, right? Goes the weasel. Get this pack material out. Another thing too, there's confusion over boxes. I've been confused, dealers have been confused, and retail customers have been confused before about boxes. And box sizes of Rolexes in particular. And to me, at least, there's three sizes. There's small, medium, and extra large. Large, sorry. Small being steel models like GMT, sports models, all that stuff. That comes to me in small boxes. Medium boxes like this for gold models, and then platinum boxes for gem set models, platinum, and piece uniques from Rolex, with the big massive ones with the compartments and stuff. I call them just large boxes, because to me there's only three distinctions. But technically there's supposed to be, technically there's four. Rolex officially has a small box, and they decide this because in each one of these there's this tag here, and it will either say Oyster L or Oyster M or Oyster XL, and that describes the box size. So, Rolex used to have a small size, but they discontinued them, I believe, in 2018, around that time. And they have a medium, a large, and an extra large. And for them, medium is the small one, which comes with steel models, and large is this one, gold Oyster L is what they call it. And then the extra large is the massive platinum box. To me, I just call it small, medium, large, because they discontinued the small ones. So there's no reason for me to call the small box medium. So it's confusing, I know, but it's all based on what these little stickers they put on here saying either Oyster, if you can zoom in, Oyster L or something like that. This one says Oyster L, so this is technically a large box, but to me it's a medium. So enough of that, let's get on with the juicy stuff and why you guys came here, right? Ooh. Dutchy. Sorry, Dutchy's walking away. Ooh, that's pretty. It's heavy too. This, as you guys can see, is the, whoop, there you go, 126619 LB Blueberry, in my opinion, Submariner. Now, to just briefly top over the technical aspects of this watch, it has a 120 click bezel. Ooh, that's crispy. And is the typical dive watch with a technically 60-minute counter, but you could use it for, I guess, metric intervals, if you could use it for that, like 600, 6,000, 60,000, etc. If you were timing something in that method, but it's in white gold. Yes, I don't exactly know the carat. I'll admit I don't know everything. So, but it is in white gold, and I like to call it gray gold because the lighting might show it, but it is warmer than regular steel, being that it has a platinum and palladium content, as well as, I believe, of course, the gold. And this is what makes it heavier than steel, and of course warmer. But Rolex smelts its own gold and has its own foundries. So if I were to scratch this in any way, like rub it hard, on most white gold models, you could actually start to see the yellow gold underneath, which is the problem with rhodium plated white gold, is that, you know, if you use it a lot, you will start to see sometimes, in some cases, yellow gold underneath. And in this, you won't, because they smelted it themselves in a foundry, because they have their own foundries, and Rolex controls all the manufacturing processes. So you will always get this color. If you can see it. Crown guard. There you go. But you'll always get this color no matter how hard, or even if you chip or dent it, because it's been smelted. So, fun fact about Rolex gray gold, as I call it, even though they call it white gold. And this one is complete with everything. It's been sized, as you can see. And yeah, this one's good. Yep, it's good. Alright guys, so just a quick little fun fact and my opinions on boxes and Rolex gray gold. Again, Rolex smelts its own gold. They have control of every process at Rolex. So, you know, like Ever Rose Gold, for example, it's called Ever Rose Gold because it has a high platinum content in comparison. And Omega also does this. They also put, I believe Omega puts palladium in their gold. So those two metals keep it from tarnishing. And a good example would be like older AP Royal Oaks. You can see Royal Oaks that are older that were rose gold, or Hublots that were older on rose gold, they now look yellow gold. And if you buy rose gold, you don't want yellow gold. So, you know, and that's because simply oxidation. If you were to polish it, it would look back on rose gold, but this is simply due to oxidation. Whereas Ever Rose Gold from Rolex or Sedna Gold from Omega, I don't believe they oxidize very much at all. You can see it in some models over a couple of years, they do oxidize a bit. They turn actually more brown, a little bit more brown, which is interesting. They don't turn back to yellow gold. But yeah, Rolex is very particular in their content of their metals. They always put a lot of, they're not cheap on the amount of platinum they put in, or palladium, which are very expensive metals to use. And then they don't use rhodium for their white gold, they use platinum and palladium. And this, I believe they use palladium. I know they use platinum for the anti-tarnishing effects, but I'm almost sure they use palladium. And this is what maintains the, there's a good saying, Rolex's white gold feels like other brands' platinum. There's a reason for it, you know, it's that good. They control the processes, they're very particular in the, how would you say, in maintaining quality. So when you're buying Rolex, you know, you're buying consistency essentially, and that's what they give you. They give you in all the models, everything is pretty consistent. So yeah, and that's what I love about Rolex, and that's what everyone on the planet loves about Rolex, right? All right guys, so this is just a quick little video. Can I get Dutchie over here? Dutchie, come on. Hello. You're such a good girl. She says hi. You want to say hi to the camera or no? No, not really. Sorry guys. I think she wants to go walk, so that'll be the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Good girl.